Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you my favourite green eyeshadow palette. So over the past couple of months I've been really into green eyeshadow palettes. Every time I do a look, people are always kindly complimenting me, and you know, I thought today I would have an idea where I'll just sit down, show you guys my favourite palettes, do some swatches, because I've never really done anything like this before. As you can see, I've got my makeup on already because I thought I would rather do it off camera because obviously it's not that relevant to the video. But yeah, I'm actually quite surprised that a couple of the palettes that I have are independent brands, and then a lot of them are, like, you know, well-known brands, which I think is great as well because it's nice to have kind of a mixture. To my knowledge, all of these palettes should be available to purchase still. Maybe one of the palettes might not be, but I'm not 100% sure because it's like a limited edition kind of palette. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is what's on my eyes right now, and I believe Friday, or yeah, a couple of days ago, because I'm not sure what day this is going up, there was a restock of the loiscosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld palette. This palette is absolutely stunning. I will show you guys in case you haven't seen it because it went all over the internet. Like, it was on beauty news, it's been on like so many like amazing YouTubers kind of websites, and of course I've reviewed it a couple of times as well, and it's what I'm using today. I thought I would give it another go because it has been a while since I've used it. So as you can, let me just open it. First of all, this packaging, as many times as like we talk about this palette, is the packaging, which is absolutely outstanding. And then you have the back as well. In my initial review I did talk about the background of the palette and just a bit more about loiscosmetics, but they are an independent brand, which is amazing. So let's start off by looking at the palette itself. It's just an absolutely gorgeous green palette. You've got a couple of reds as well, you've got some gorgeous shimmers, and you've got a gorgeous black here. I, for example, have used I use Nymph just kind of to start everything off, and then I added Woodland to kind of darken things up just at the bottom. I actually realised I didn't use a shimmer, but that's fine, we're gonna keep it like this today. I also use Melody and True Love just at the bottom as well to kind of add into the red. I know I look a little bit ill. That's what I was going for. I mean, for a summertime look, this is probably not the best look for summer, but maybe towards autumn or maybe during Halloween or something, I'll kind of maybe do this eyeshadow look again. But you can still use this during the summer, of course, because you've got these light greens, you've got these bright kind of reds and pinks as well. Let me swatch for you guys because I mean, their website and everyone has a million swatches. I'm really bad at swatching, but we'll see what we can do. So I'm gonna go, let's do some shimmers because we haven't used any of the shimmers on my eyes today. So I'm gonna go in with Poetry just here. I'm not gonna like swatch everything because that'll just it'll take me all day, especially with the other palettes I'm going through. So this is Poetry, which is a absolutely stunning pink shimmer. This is insane. I'm going to go in with Forest, which is just here. So again, I believe the other day there was a restock. I don't know if it's sold out. This is absolutely stunning. I mean, you can see, I mean, you guys know I'm not good at swatching. I haven't added anything to my hand, so you can see that. Let's go in, last one, let's go in with Ophius, which is just here, this gold one. Oh, this one is like, look at that. I wish I'd used it as well, but yeah, that is freaking insane. Like, even if you check out their own website and their social media, you will see how insanely gorgeous these shimmers are. So yeah, this palette I believe is maybe $28.99, and maybe double check their website at the moment because they could have some left in stock, because this is like the third or fourth restock that they've done, and I don't know if it's going to be coming back. And so on to the next palette, and again I have another indie brand. I think, yeah, I've got two more indie brands, and then everything else will be more kind of well-known brands. So this next palette I'm going to be talking about is my Cradle of Filth and vcosmetics collaboration. This is not a green palette specifically, so let me show you inside. I have again done quite a few looks on this, quite a few reviews on this. This top row is kind of more what I'm talking about. Of course you can add the black, and then some of these shades you can mix in together. I will also add some pictures of me doing a look from this palette because it's an absolutely stunning eyeshadow palette. Again, it's another gothic dream for me, like this palette. Let me swatch you these shades. So I'm going to go in with Dusk, which is a blue shade, but when you mix it well with the green, it's yeah, look at that, that's absolutely insane. Let's go in Damnation. So the green, that is essentially part of why I love this palette. It's a gorgeous matte green, so it's stunning, insane. And yeah, I don't know if this palette is still available because it was a limited edition. I think it was limited to so many being made, but I don't know if it is still available, so check the website. And then I'm going to go in with Kryptonia, which is that blue one on the end, and then we're going to swatch it. It's another matte shade. It's honestly not as patchy as I swatched it, I apologise, but yeah, it's a beautiful shade as well. Again, another independent brand that I absolutely love. I think this palette, I need to give it a bit more love because I feel like I do have so many other damn palettes, but yeah, that is definitely another kind of like gothic eye look that I kind of like to go for. It's not your standard green, but it will make an absolutely gorgeous eye look. Okay, I want to first apologise for this. There's nothing I can do about it. It is absolutely boiling today. It's Sunday. I've got my fan on. My lip just does not settle well in this weather, so let's just continue. So the last kind of independent brand that I want to talk about now is VE Cosmetics. Again, I just realized that this is their palette also. So this is the Green Witch palette. They have another packaging for this now, I believe, and I don't know if it's a new formula, but I mentioned a good few months ago that I won this in a competition. But I absolutely love this palette so much. It is freaking gorgeous. Again, I will add a picture here of my look for it because I have done a couple of looks. I just really love the way that this palette looks. Let me give some swatches. So I'm going to go in with some of the shimmers today because they are absolutely stunning also. So I'm going to go in with Envision just here. And yeah, VE Cosmetics are actually all two of these brands are British brands. So if you live in the UK, you will easily get this stuff. So if they're still available, that is, yeah. And then let's go into From here. So of course the green ones I want to show you guys because that's the whole point of this video. So yeah, that's a gorgeous matte green also. And then we're going to go in with Often just here, which is a blue actually, but it's still, look at that. Look at that, like actually insane. I love the way that these shimmers are just outstanding. And then one more, let's go in with Deep just here. So again, with the yellows and all the different shades of green, you have so many different eye looks that you can create. Again, I love independent brands. I love talking about independent brands because although my platform is not very big, I feel like talking about these brands and giving them a bit more of a bit of love can kind of spread the word. And especially when it comes to like Lois Cosmetics and VE Cosmetics, they also do have a very big following around them, but they are still working independently. You know, I think Lois Cosmetics, she works pretty much by herself. She's like a one-man show really. And when it comes to VE Cosmetics, I don't know that much, but they are still a great independent brand. So that's it from the independent brands. I've said that so many times. So now we're going to go on to our kind of well-known kind of high street brands. Okay, so when I kind of talk about high street brands, I mean more things that you can get actually, you know, in Boots and Superdrug and even like online, but they're not independent brands. These are brands who have branched out to, you know, different other companies and blah, blah, blah. You get the gist. So the first one I'm going to talk about is actually one that you can't get in the UK, but you can get it shipped over, and it's my Mandalorian, the child palette by Colourpop, and you know, this one I've always been a little bit here and there with, even though the packaging is actually amazing. Like, if you have seen The Mandalorian, if you're a fan of Star Wars, I mean, even if you're not a fan, you would have seen this little guy absolutely everywhere. I was actually really I was just really happy when they were releasing this palette. I wasn't shocked, because obviously when it comes to things that are big and out there, brand's gonna be all over it. So yeah, this is the palette itself. It's not what I would call the most amazing palette in the whole world, but it is a stunning green eyeshadow palette. Again, here I'll put up some pictures of me using the palette, and let's do some swatches, because yeah, it's got a nice selection of some reds. So we're going to go in first with Float Your Crib, just here. So this is a kind of darker green and absolutely nice. This one is a bit more expensive than their standard Colourpop palettes, but it's still, I think it's because of the licensing. Obviously, like, they're not just going to be like, here's it for $6 and stuff, you know, like, it's always going to be a bit more expensive. Now let's go in with Little Frog just here. And this is a nice kind of shimmer one as well, so that at the bottom, very nice, pretty stunning. And then now let's go in, oh god, oh no, that has literally just fallen all over my floor. Wow, so the force was not strong with this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean that up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so just spent the last like 10 minutes just cleaning my floor. That's actually really annoying, because it was actually a really nice shimmer. I'm not even going to hold it up anymore because more will fall out. Okay, so it is a really nice palette. Just be very careful with the shimmers. I mean, I haven't done anything to this palette recently. I haven't used it. I literally just opened it now to show you guys. But yeah, that was it's generally a really nice palette. So let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to Makeup Revolution. So this is, I don't know if this is available anymore, but it is a really nice palette. So this is the mini Tasty Avocado eyeshadow palette, and I have mentioned this one maybe a few times on my channel, but it is an absolutely gorgeous green eyeshadow palette. You get you get 3 mattes, and you get quite a few shimmers as well. The thing is with this green, because it's such a gorgeous matte shade, it really like blends in so nicely. So I'm gonna swatch that for you guys now, and yeah, that's pretty gorgeous. And then now I'm gonna go, I mean, these don't have any names, so that's why I'm just like pointing. I'm gonna go in with maybe this blue shimmer at the top here, so then you get to see another gorgeous shade. Yeah, amazing. I mean, this palette I believe is only £6, and then the bigger one I think you can get for either £11 or £12. And the thing is with Revolution, like, I don't recall seeing that many amazing green eyeshadow palettes. Like, I have this one and maybe one more that kind of cater to the green that I like. That doesn't undermine them at all. So let me just show you one more, and this is a natural green shimmer. So yeah, that's pretty cute. I've had this for maybe a year or less than a year, but I absolutely love it. I think it's such a great eyeshadow palette. It's very underrated. Maybe in the bigger version it will have obviously more greens, but I got the mini one just because at the time I didn't want to get the big one. And that's not to say that the big one is rubbish or anything, because I don't know, but yeah, this is pretty cute. So this is another one of my favorites. And then talking of Revolution, I could not talk about my So Dope palette by Makeup Obsession. So this is a kind of green blue palette, and again, I've shown this so many times on my channel because it is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes basically. God, my top lip is looking absolutely horrible. Wow, okay. Right, so let's give this a swatch. I mean, again, I have swatched this a lot of times on my channel before, but we're going to do it again because that's the whole point of this video. So I'm going to go in, we're going with something different that we normally don't swatch. So I'm going to go in with Peace just here, and this is a shimmer. So it's a green shimmer that is, yeah, that's gorgeous, that's pretty cute. And now I'm going to go in with Mood just here. So Mood is a lighter green shimmer, which I feel is very nice. It's got a kind of like a darker tone to it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that's pretty cute. I say that a lot. Apologies. And then let's go in with one more. Let's go in with Hemp, which is one that I do tend to swatch and talk about a lot, just because it's a nice matte green, and just here it's not like patchy or anything, it's just my swatching is fucking terrible. But yeah, this palette has been out for over a year now. It's been out for quite a while, and I've had it for over almost obviously since that time as well. But the thing is, it's just about £12, or no, it's £10 actually, because Makeup Obsession, all their big eyeshadow palettes are £10, and they're really nice. They're so underrated, especially this palette. Like, I love the shade selection, I love the way that the shimmers are extremely pigmented, they're absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I love that palette a lot, and I've got two more now. So I'm gonna go with, of course, the mini elf quad, and this is in hot jalapeno. I have spoken to death about this palette. Honestly, how much I love this palette is insane, and I feel like actually these are £4 now. When I first purchased it, it was £3. Talk about inflation, guys. But yeah, this is the hot jalapeno one. I've spoken to death about this eyeshadow palette. Again, I'll put up some eye looks here because it really is a gorgeous, stunning palette. I really cannot talk more about this palette. Shall I swatch? Yeah, let's swatch these three. The gold one, I mean, the gold is absolutely insane by itself as well. So yeah, again, my swatching is not the best, but I feel like I can kind of do my best with this kind of stuff. Sorry, it's a noisy Sunday in my area, clearly. But yeah, these three shimmers, again, you can make an eye look just on these three looks. You can even incorporate the gold in it. It is, I don't know how much more I can really talk about this palette as to how much I love it, because it's so convenient. If you're traveling anywhere, you can take this. If you want, you know, just something to kind of be in a bit of a party mood, you can use something like this. Again, it depends on the space that you have, but you can do a kind of really simple look with this eyeshadow palette for £4. £4 is the cheapest out of all of them, obviously. And now we're going on to the last palette now, and we're talking about the Beauty Crop Mojito palette. And yeah, this is another stunning palette that I fell in love with this year. I guess it was this year, I can't remember, unless it was any time last year, I can't remember. But yeah, Beauty Crop are a brand that you can now get in Superdrug. You can get on their website. They're originally American, I believe, and they have a wide selection of palettes. They do essentially all their palettes are focused around alcoholic beverages, which is pretty good, like cocktails, for example. So you've got this, and then you've also got the strawberry daiquiri palette, which I have. You've got the just other ones I can't think off the top of my head because it's too warm. So let me give you some swatches. So I'm going to go in with Garnish just here, and we're going to give this a nice swatch. It's a matte green, so this will be nice as like a nice transition shade. And then we're going to go in now with Coaster just here, and this is like a nice deeper green. Insane. I think these palettes are around £12 or £13, so again, high street prices, very affordable, will last you a long time, have a big shade selection. Let's go in with one more shade. So let's go in with Icy just here, and this is a nice gorgeous shimmer. So one thing that all these palettes have in common is that they all have very similar tones when it comes to green eyeshadows. I mean, I don't know how many how many kind of color tones you can have towards the green, but they all kind of have something very similar, but at different price rates as well. But yeah, also with Beauty Crop, I do have an affiliate. If you want to use my link, use the link in the description. You can save you, what, 15% or something. Sometimes it works on sale items. So yeah, I really recommend their brand. They're really nice. But yeah, this is my selection of my favorite green eyeshadows. I apologize for this. I will one day sort it out. I don't know. It's a major issue that I deal with every day. But yeah, let me know what your favorite green eyeshadow palette is. If it was one of these, if it's not, let me know, because you know I want to try more green eyeshadows. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias because I'm always active on there and you get to see me on a daily life. And yeah, I hope you're well, happy and you're safe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.